Hi, it's Sheena here with 5 reasons why, and this is 5 reasons why we impulse buy. Don't be too hard on yourself for buying that item you didn't need. Instead, find out why you spontaneously shop and then do something about that. Typically, people impulse buy things that make them feel good or things that have an emotional value. Scientists tell us that this happens because the items help us feel better about ourselves and temporarily dampen our unhappy thoughts and self-doubt. Number 1, loving shopping. The simplest explanation is that some people just get an enormous amount of pleasure from acquiring something new. The act of buying is an act of empowerment that may be felt all too rarely in other aspects of life, so why not go shopping? Number 2, the loss aversion switch. Stores have learned that we're very susceptible to the loss aversion switch. Loss aversion, if you're unfamiliar with the term, describes an innate concern to avoid feeling bad in the future. Normally, this would affect our purchase decisions by causing us to mull over a purchase. I might feel bad if I buy this and don't have the money for something else. But add in a discount and that we're told or we assume it won't last forever, then we switch to wanting to buy with the fear of missing out on a good deal. Number 3, twisted heuristics. Most shopping is too hard and time consuming to carry out without giving great detail. Imagine if every item you bought was cross-referenced with every other product available in the market. You would need to look at the price, product composition, reviews, and maybe even the quality of customer service supporting it. Even if you could find all the information in formats, it would take hours to buy one item. So instead, we use heuristics, unconsciously held rules of thumb that help us make quick decisions that we've learned generally work out well. Retailers take advantage of this by packaging up products as bulk buys, or they include free extras. We get the impression that it must be a good value, and we go with this feeling rather than researching any further. Number 4, the desire to save. A susceptibility to value and apparent discounts isn't just down to the loss aversion switch. Many of us have an innate desire to save. Retailers and manufacturers play on this by telling us how much money we could save by buying and using their products. Thousands of years ago, knowing that it was important to store up food and wood for the winter would be the difference between life and death. These days, most of us no longer need to worry about our day-to-day survival, but the evolutionary drive remains. In short, we find it hard to resist the idea that we'll be saving money or time. Number 5, rose-tinted lenses. For better and worse, we delude ourselves. We believe we're better than average looking, better than average drivers, better than average parents, but we can't all be right. Objectivity is an elusive virtue. Rather than look back and reflect on our past actions with anything approaching a balanced scorecard, we look to the future with an idealized view of what it might look like. Rather than acknowledge the fact that we haven't done a stroke of exercise in the past 5 years, we like the idea that buying the new fitness craze because it makes us feel better about what we might do in the future. Each of these influences is worth reflecting on next time you go shopping. If it saves you bringing home one more item that will clutter up your house, it'll do you some good. Do me a favor and follow me at Style by Sheena and visit sheenaaaron.com. Later!